Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to the #1 Saturday night show on the motherfucking planet. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in an exciting mood today. We're having a great day today. Today's going to be a good night. Man, tonight's going to be a great night, man. We got a lot of things we got to discuss tonight. A lot of things going on tonight. Want to welcome my brother Miguel Toy Quest 101 to the panel tonight. What's going on, my brother?
What up, boys? What up, collectors in the chats? What up, everybody? Fatal, sick. How's everybody tonight?
What's going on? Fatal, welcome to the panel tonight, my brother. What's good with you?
Man, how y'all feeling out there?
And excuse me, guys, I got a little dry cough and shit, but yeah, it's all good. I'm alive.
Get you some aqua.
Yeah, I'm texting my wife.
Make sure you stay hydrated.
Water to the room, man.
Yeah.
Man, so what's going on, man? What's going on with you guys? What's going on?
Not much. Another Saturday night. Got the weekend off. And I'm back to work on Monday.
All right.
I had a full 10-hour day at work today, man. And I was invited to another show. But I want to, hang out tonight, man. My wife understanding. Yeah.
Another show. And man, we're gonna move on with this process tonight. We're not gonna be here all night. I got a lot of things going on, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm trying to film all of these unboxings today in one night and try to get it out the way because I got a lot of things going on the next couple of weeks. So I'm pretty much filming like 5 statues tonight, doing unboxings of 5 statues tonight, and then I'm gonna put it out during the next month or whatever. But the reason for tonight's show is a very special reason, and a big event is going to be happening in Las Vegas. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring on our brother all the way from across the seas. Welcome to our brother John from Queen Studios in the building. Welcome, my brother. How are you? How's everything?
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Up,
oh, good. How are you guys?
Everything's good. We're here to talk about this event. We're here to talk about what's going on in Vegas. And before we get to that, we're gonna do what we usually do when we get on here, and we give this little bit of time to all of our viewers out there and everybody that's logging in right now. There's a bunch of people checking in right now. But we're going to go ahead and set it off and welcome everybody to the show tonight. We're going to set it off with our brother from Trinidad. We got Warren Dante in the building. What's going on, Warren? Warren, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Edwin Diaz, our brother, welcome to the show. Anthony Kennedy, welcome, my brother. Welcome to the show. Mike McDonald, what's going on? Mike, what's popping with you, man? We got Punisher XS in the building. What's going on? We got our brother Rome Ross in the building. Welcome, Rome. How you doing? We got Mike Madness in the building. How you doing, Mike Madness? Our brother from Puerto Rico, from part of our Thursday night show. Welcome, Dennis. Welcome, Dennis, to the building. Welcome, a Facebook user. Don't know who he is. We got another one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Another one of a good collector, big collector out there, our boy Aiden. You know what I'm saying? Aiden Martinez, welcome to the building. Welcome, my brother. How you doing? We got Trey Smith that's joining us tonight. How you doing, Trey Smith? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Everybody save your questions for a little bit later. It's a little too soon to ask the questions, but we can ask the questions in a little bit. Eric, what's going on, my brother Eric? Welcome to the show. We got Figure Con. Let's go. Welcome to the show, Figure. How are you doing? How's everything going? Bernard, how you doing, Bernard? Everything's popping. We got the general in the building tonight. You know what it is. We're gonna be talking some Queen Studios tonight. That's what we're doing tonight. Aurelius, welcome. Critical Mass, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Everybody else, I'll get to you guys in the next part of the show. We're gonna go ahead and keep it going, and we're gonna go ahead and set it off and start talking about this incredible event that's happening in Vegas. This is a pretty big event. It's an event that Queen Studios and InArt together are going to be doing this great event. It's kind of a pop-up show, but it's a very special pop-up show, exclusive. So hey Henry, welcome to the show. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the floor to John, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the show. What's the show about? Why is the show happening? And take it over, my brother.
Yeah, so basically our original plan was to attend New York Comic Con, but with a few different moving parts this year, it was really difficult to get everything there in time. So we've not been able to leave China for 2 years because of lockdowns and travel restrictions. So this year we're aiming to go to the US, and we thought if we're going to go, we're going to bring some collectibles with us, bring some figures with us, and we're going to meet as many collectors as possible. Unfortunately, in terms of space and time, we've decided to go for a more limited, closed event, which is a bit more special for those that can go. And we'll be bringing 3 new statues from Queen Studios, which we'll be announcing soon. And there should be some figures from InArt. Some of those figures will also be internationally and globally licensed as well. So that will be the first time outside of China anyone has seen these figures. So the collectors that can go to the event, this is really special because some of these pieces have never been seen before. Some of them I haven't seen yet either. And then after the first hour or so of the event where people can take photos, speak to the team, we'll also have a presentation where we'll lay out our plans for 2023 and also hopefully announce some very cool licenses for you guys that you can order for yourselves as well.
That's going to be awesome. As you can see right here on the screen right now, this is the event that's going on. This has all the information, the statues and everything that's going to be shown on the panel and everything like that we're going to have over there in Vegas. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff that's going on. There's going to be a lot of collectibles that's going to be on display along with Queen Studios with InArt. If you guys need the information and you're planning on going or you would like to go, you got to RSVP. You got to RSVP as soon as you can. Go ahead and join the Queen Studios and InArt VIP event collectors group on Facebook. So just go to Facebook and type in Queen Studios and InArt VIP event, as you see right here on the screen, and join the group. You get a lot of information of where the event is going to be, what time the event starts, also hotels that are going to be next to the event, so that you could be able to book your hotels and everything. So if you go right, you could go right here. You could go to the Queen on this, gives you the ticket information. So the ticket information is right here, and just lets you know more or less the policies and everything that's going on, what's required for the tickets for the venue, how to get the ticket, the link to get the ticket and everything like that, the pricing for the ticket. They also going to have packages. As you can see, the tickets are $20, which is pretty much nothing for a big event like this. This is a big event, and to be able to see these figures and these incredible statues by Queen Studios with the $20 entry is really cool. It's going to be a 2-hour open bar with snacks, Queen Studios merchandise, all kind of things, and all just a lot of different things that you guys are going to be able to get. It's just not going there to see statues and then call it a day and then walk out and stuff like that. There's a lot of interactive stuff. There are going to be a lot of other guys there, YouTubers. You'll be able to meet me in person. I'm going to be there as well. So it's a pretty cool event. It's everything's just great about this whole thing, man. The event schedule, all the statues that are going to be there. So just pretty much, if you guys are interested in going and you want to go, there's still time to get your tickets to go. This is definitely an event that you don't want to miss. Pretty much, man. That's pretty much what's going on with that. As John said, they are going to be. We got Darth Rashid just joined us. There's going to be a lot of different people there. There's going to be a lot of just a lot of different talk about the statues. And as John said, there's going to be a couple of new statues that nobody has seen yet there. So this is an opportunity for you guys to be the first to see something like this, which is pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool thing. It's a really good opportunity. So if anybody out there is around California or Vegas and anything like that, and just Los Angeles, if you want to go to this event, this is an RSVP event. think is a certain amount that could go? What's the capacity?
Yeah, so at the moment it's very limited capacity just because of the venue spaces available at such short notice because it's like a pop-up. So there's only really 60, and those places are taken at the moment, but we'll have a wait list coming up. So we'll just move down the list. If anyone doesn't take the tickets, we'll re-offer them to people on the list. And it's really a test. We want to see how people respond, and if this is really successful, we get good feedback next year, we'll come back and we'll get a bigger space and we'll do more of these events purely for collectors. So when you go to the big cons, they're really amazing because you get a lot of people there. But sometimes you get a lot of people like casual that may be just there for the day. Whereas we want to have something where we speak to the people that actually collect the figures and have some more time with you guys. So that's what this is about. And if this one goes well, we'll do more of them next year. USA, Europe, Southeast Asia, that's the end goal.
And that's awesome. I know we've talked about that a couple of times back, doing them in different parts of the cities, from New York to Florida, to all different cities and states and stuff like that, which is pretty dope. What I love about it is that it's about the community. That you guys are doing these events for collectors, and collectors is the community. Is not, you know, for pretty much for buyers and distributors and things like that. This is a great event for us, the collectors, to be invited by a great company like this to go in and be the first ones to see these things, or just pretty much to see them in hand. Of course, it's Vegas, and not a lot of people could go to Vegas, and not, you know, but if you get an opportunity to do this, is a great opportunity. And like John said, this is a test. You know what I mean? So, you know, everything goes well, which I'm pretty much sure, if there's already a wait list, pretty much sure it's going to do very well. And then we could do them in different cities. You know, we got Miguel, Toy Quest 101 up in Jersey. We got Fatal out there. We got my brother Darth Rashid, New York. We got Sick over here in Florida. We got a lot of people out there that you know, that we could do a lot of different things to get the word out and to put it out there. But you guys yourselves are doing a great job putting your word out there because you provided such a great product. You know, and product speaks over anything else. I'm sure there's a lot of questions by everybody in the community out there. You can start posting your questions now, and we'll go through them and everything like that. But we'll start with the panel, and we'll go ahead and start with Miguel. And Miguel, is anything you want to ask John?
No, man, I'm excited about the event. Obviously, I know you guys aren't going to New York Comic-Con, but it's still a good way to represent the brand and connect with the collectors, which I think is very important, on the YouTubers out there and stuff, in a direct fashion. I'm excited about seeing what you guys are releasing out there. I know it's still a secret and whatnot, but I know that's always exciting, especially for the fans and stuff. But I guess my question will be, what are your expectations for this event? I mean, I know you guys want to see how this goes to probably do future events like this. But what's the overall outcome that you want to see from this event being successful?
Yeah, the main thing really is people first and foremost get value from it. So when they go, whoever's going is going to spend time and money to get there. So we want to put on something that's really special for the people there. So there'll be some exclusive news, updates, and plans for next year. And then the main thing is just get the figures from InArt there, and some of the new statues and some of the busts that we've released in the US just in front of people. So a lot of people haven't had the chance to see these collectibles. So I think the people that are going, there's like, you guys have an audience, so you can also share it out as well. So we also want it to be like a thing where you guys can take your in-hand photos and say, look, I've seen it in person. This is what it's like. It is as good as they say it is. And then it reaches more people. The more people then say, actually, that sounds cool, I want to go to an event like this, then we just book a bigger space. And like you guys said, we could go to New York, Jersey, we could go to Florida, and then we can plan more of these where people can come out and see the figures, see the bust before putting down the hard-earned cash.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. I mean, seeing stuff, you know, firsthand, there's always a difference between pictures and all that. So to have people go to the event and see these amazing figures up close and the details that were put into making these figures, I think it's going to be huge. aside from the announcements, aside from the new releases here in the US that everybody's been craving for. I think it's going to be cool, man. I hope I see a lot of people over there, and I wish success.
Thanks. Yeah, hope it turns out good.
Yes, sir.
We got Mr. X in the building. What's up, X? So, Fatal, you got anything you want to holla at John about?
Man, I just unboxed the Queen Studios Wonder Woman, the Gal Gadot, and man, it's amazing. Like the attention to detail is just crazy. So now that I'm looking at these action, the figures, the 6 scales, and I look at silicone, is that something that's going to be the wave of the future with Queen Studios? Because the silicone bus is. I mean, I got scared the other day. I was unboxing something and I looked to my right, and it startled me how real this bus looked, because I forgot I said it here, And is that the wave of the future?
Yes. So I think for us, we're going to have another 2 more silicone busts that we'll announce at the show, and these 2 busts will be licensed in the USA as well. And globally, so you guys will be able to pick those up. So we're still invested in the silicone bust just because that's what we started from, and we still love making them. In terms of like other scales, it's possible to do it in the smaller scales. J&D have proved that, but we still need to take a bit more time before we ever decide. I think right now our team's really good at routing the hair onto like figures and statues made of polystone or resin. So we'll stick to that for now, and if we can figure something out for the smaller scales, we might even do it in the smaller scales too.
That's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty badass.
Woo.
Pretty badass. Rashid, you got anything for John?
Yeah, where's my blade at, man?
I knew that was coming.
Hopefully.
I think me and you had a talk. We had a talk like last year, or was it this year?
This year, I think.
Yeah, and I've been looking for my blade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you guys no money until you give me my blade, and then I'll give you some money.
Yeah, so blades from Marvel. So we come in. Another reason we come into the US is we want to speak to the licensors and say, because these IPs, these big movie studios are in the US. So if we really want to make some headway, we want to come over and speak to some people. So hopefully.
We serious collectors out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So get that blade rolling. I want the Wesley Snipes blade. You understand? Yep. I want the fangs and everything. That's what I want. But I'm messing with you. I got the Venom bus. I finally got the Venom bus coming. You know what I'm saying? And I got the Black Panther, of course. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting. I'm hoping that you guys are able to make that blade bus. I think it'll be a big seller.
We'll ask about it because that movie's not been done for a while, and it's seen as a bit of like a classic now. So hopefully, when we're over there, we can speak to Marvel and say, "Is it available to get?" And then there's something we need to speak to them about, and hopefully we can make. Because I'm a big fan as well. I think that'd be awesome if we could do it.
See, and I think that's a great opportunity that the Queen Studios team is coming down.
Hold on, Sick. And also, if you could do, I wonder would they do a Kate Beckinsale also from Underworld? Maybe not.
Who licensed Underworld? Because it depends if it's who.
I forgot I'll try to look it up. But those two movies, those are like some of the best vampire movies. You know what I'm saying? So I would like those two.
Kate Beckinsale comes up a lot, but Disney aren't big fans of the female busts, so that's the reason why we've not done any for Disney just yet. Gotcha. That could change in time, but Warner Brothers, Fox, that if it's maybe it's possible. Fox is now under Disney, so I'm not sure, but we'll push for those as well and see what happens. Yeah, I know a lot of people ask for Ripley.
It's a great opportunity because you guys are coming down, so that's pretty much the perfect inside opportunity to try to get to get these the big licenses with Warner Brothers and Marvel and really get it going and get the ball going and get these licenses so that everybody can be able to touch these things. We got some questions from some people out there, so let's go through some questions. We got a couple of more questions than that. We're gonna get back into talking about the event again, because this event is very important. This is incredible, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get there. I've never even been to Vegas. I said I'm never going to go to Vegas. It's hotter than the devil's ass. I'm never going over there. But then I remembered that I live in Florida. I was like, shit, it's nothing hotter than Florida. Let me get to Vegas. And this is the perfect opportunity so we can all meet up. So this is it's pretty cool. So first question here, we got if you can tell, what are the InArt figures that are going to be there?
Yeah. So before I mention that, so as you just said, when you go, if people can't attend, hopefully you guys that are going, live streams. You can be live streams asking questions. There's Wi-Fi on site. Hopefully the Wi-Fi connection is good. So if people can't go, you guys can do lives from there. That's one of the main things as well, which is not really, doesn't happen very often. So you guys can do live Q&As.
All right, cool.
For the figures that are going,
okay.
We're going to have the June, the Paul Atreides, that it should be going. We should have 2 versions of the Joker, the 1/6 Joker. We should also have a version of the Batman, Gandalf, Harry Potter, Pennywise, and maybe one more, I think.
Awesome. And to the question to S-Beam, are you considering putting up video of everything once the event is done? Now, real quick, we are our channel is going to be there. We're going to be there live, and we're going to do a live stream. So we're showing up with the cameras there. We're going to bring y'all the best live stream that we can bring you guys in detail, real nice quality. And we're going to dedicate these about 3 hours. It's about 3 hours of the show to show you everything that's there, to show you the surprises, to show you everything, and so that y'all can experience it like y'all there too. So if you're not able to go, you're going to be able to experience it like if you're there live yourself. So yes, to that question.
A quick question. I remember me and Miguel was talking about it. I know COVID happened and a lot of people had backed out of these Comic-Cons. We wondering down the line, do you think you guys are going to come back to the Comic-Cons?
Yeah, 100%. I think next year will be hopefully when things start to return back to normal. We were planning on New York Comic Con, like I said, but a couple of the big studios pulled out. And for us, there's only 2 people that can leave China at the moment from our company. So if we can't get big enough team, then we thought, well, maybe let's hold something smaller. So next year, we're going to plan to go to the bigger events again. New York Comic Con, definitely, because I think New York Comic Con is more collector focused, so we'll definitely be there. If we can get into SDCC again, we'll get something there, and then hopefully Monsterpalooza.
I think you guys make an impact when we can actually see it for ourselves, like up and close. Because like when Sideshow first started coming in New York, that's when I noticed like the Bane, when they first Bane and they Wolverine, it was selling like hotcakes because everybody got a chance to look at it up close. You know what I'm saying? So
we got a question from Punisher XS. Will InArt ever do a 1/6 scale Freddy Krueger figure?
Possibly, yeah. The horror figures is something we're looking at. So we've released the Pennywise. So I think there'll be more coming from InArt eventually.
Okay, awesome. And from our brother Marcos from Collector Zone, will the new Thor 1/1 bus by US end the show?
So I really wanted to take it, but I don't think we can get it there just because the bust itself is all silicone, but the base at the moment is a 3D print. So that's usually how we do a lot of the bases for the prototypes. It's not full solid polystone, so I think there could be damage from shipping. So I think we're not going to be able to take it, but if we can, I'll try and get it there.
Okay. And we have a question from Beast, 51 Statues. Any chance of Queen Studios stepping into the Monsterverse world? Give Prime 1 some competition.
At the moment, not next year, but there's always potential in the future. So we're always looking for new licenses, but we've got some big ones signing very soon. And I think we've got a full schedule for at least the first half of next year. So not at the moment.
Okay. And from Coco Monk 22. I don't know where to get these names from, but that's pretty dope. Coco Monk. For the Alita, is the entire doll baby sculpted under the clothes, or only the visible and visible areas?
At the moment, I think they're working on a full sculpt, but that's to be determined. I think they've done designs for a full sculpt, but it depends on a few more factors. Because if the T-shirt's not removable, at the moment, I asked the question the other day, can the T-shirt be removed? And they said at the moment they're not sure. They're still speaking with a licensor. So if the T-shirt can be removed, then we probably would do a full sculpt. But if it can't be removed, then maybe there's no point. So I think that part's still up for final decisions with the licensor.
Okay, that's pretty cool. We've been having it's just a lot of discussions, a lot of talk and everything like that about pretty much the statue makers and the companies and everything with the pricing and what's coming out, what isn't coming out, and just things like that, like with the quarter scales and everything. I know with with your Captain America quarter scale, that price was incredible, great. It was a great price. Also, the quarter scale Alita, the new one that's pretty good, it's pretty nicely priced and everything like that. A couple of questions that we had in the stream. It will things be help with like the shipping costs? With the shipping costs of the statues coming from overseas or anything like that, is there any comfort that you guys can see for the collectors in the future?
Yeah, so once we start getting more and more licenses, that's going to lower the costs for shipping for many collectors. So we're going to work with direct distributors that will be getting containers. So it might be a little bit slower to ship, but you'll be getting the better shipping rates from the container companies because it spreads the cost.
Right.
The container costs are still massively high compared to 2019 and before then. Like, it's still really, really high and really hard to book a container. So until the global economy sorts itself out and the shipping chains and supply chains sort themselves out, it's still going to be more expensive than 3 or 4 years ago, but hopefully they'll start to come down soon. And we'll just price accordingly and do our best to make it easier for collectors to buy from legitimate channels that can offer good quality shipping prices as well.
That's awesome. Another question from Collector Zone. Are you still planning on doing 1/9 scale that they said they announced it earlier this year?
Yeah, so the reason why we've not released it yet is because we want to open up more licensing for DC. So as soon as we get that licensing, we've made some good progress in the last few months where we could open up to new regions. And as soon as that's confirmed, we'll start to release the 1/9 scale as well.
All right, cool. And this is a good question from our brother Dennis Perez. Are you doing more polystone like vision? This is a question that I wanted to ask too, because I mean, I think it's just good to have two different options. You got the high-end collectors that they'll spend the $4,000 or $4,500, $3,500 for the silicone bust and everything like that. And then you got the other collectors that want that same detail but affordable. And y'all did it with this right here, because this right here is so human-like. It looks just so real. The detail and everything is phenomenal. I was a little nervous because there was some other people saying they had issues with theirs and things like that. But I'm happy to say that I don't have not one issue with this right here. It's phenomenal. And my wife loves what I do. She collects as well with me, and she don't like to look at him because she says it freaks her out because that's how real it looks. So to add to the question with Dennis, we've been hearing this a lot on the shows. A lot of people would love to get into the bus and add that to their collections, but the affordability is what's hurting them. And I think it's more because of not only the price of the statue, but what's going to come behind it on top of it with the shipping. So with this right here, it was awesome because it was a very affordable. The shipping was great, and especially when you get a licensed product that's coming through Sideshow, their shipping is not that expensive. But this was a great experience for me with this statue right here. So in the future, what are you guys planning on doing to add more of this of the Polystone bus?
So we, like I said, we want to come to the US for a few weeks, have an event, speak to collectors, but also speak to licensors, distributors. We're trying to schedule a meeting with Sideshow to talk about Polystone because they have the license for that. And we do have 2 busts planned for next year, Polystone busts. And we're just going to speak to those guys and say, what can they help us to bring over? Because it's on their license. So as you mentioned, their shipping rates are usually decent and their prices are good. They have good customer service. So we'll speak with those guys. If you guys have got any characters in particular that you want to see in Polystone, let us know, because we can make those more affordable. We can work with Sideshow to get them distributed across the US.
Well, as a collector of bus and life size and stuff like that now, because I've done put my foot in a hole right now. I do got all the silicone busts coming in from you guys, but what I would like to see is, if you make a Captain America bust, I would like to see a Polystone bust of that Captain America. Not necessarily all the full arms, but a nice bust and detail like that Captain America. Same thing with Thor, or or just the characters in general. The Loki that y'all did, amazing. The Wonder Woman, all of those statues and Polystone. I know I'm a buyer because I know the quality and I know what you guys are what you're gonna put up. Statues like that, things like that, also characters that have never been made. It is where everybody, like a Blade, like exactly what they're talking about, doing a Wesley Snipes, a Blade bust, all of these different busts. What I'm gonna do is for the Thursday night show, we're gonna do a poll, and we're gonna do a Queen Studios poll for life-size busts in Polystone and see what everybody talking about, what everybody would like to see. Miguel, what you would like to see, something like that, and like what they just did with that Joker bust and things like that. That'll be awesome to do it in Polystone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a Wolverine fan. You know what I mean? I know there's only a few Wolverine busts out there, but it'd be nice to get a. There you go, Wolverine bust, please, John. He just said it. But listen, I get it. I know it has to do with licensing. I know it has to do with popularity. I know it has to do with what's going to sell, obviously, right? But I do got a question for you. So you did say that you were going to talk to a couple people out there about licensing and stuff. Is there something, without you obviously getting in trouble, is there a license you guys really want to try to go after? Or maybe a statue that you guys want to create that you haven't, but you really would like to see?
Yeah, there's a few that we're going after, but I can't really mention now because we mentioned a few before, and then since we mentioned them, there was more interest peaked from other companies in that. So
yeah, don't get.
So we gotta be careful what we say.
I don't want you in trouble.
Yeah, so X-Men's one that comes up all the time, and we really want to do Magneto and a Wolverine, but we spoke with Marvel, and they said at the moment it's not the right time. I think they might have other plans.
They're waiting for the movies and the shows and to introduce the mutants into. I know they are.
Yeah,
they're waiting.
So that could be the reason, but we don't know. We just have to work with those guys and figure it out. And I think once they let us know and say you've got the green light, we'll go ahead, because that's something we really want to do. And then hopefully we can move on to some other characters as well from Marvel, because Marvel's got a really deep like set of characters we can go to, and maybe there's some more stuff we can do with Polystone as well. Like,
let me ask you a question: can you just like do a rendering, right? A nice rendering, and then send Sick One to knock on their door, Wolverine, and have them sign on the dotted line?
How about the shows? Like, I know you guys do a lot with obviously the movies and stuff, but what about these shows that are coming out? We got She-Hulk, Moon Knight, all these episodes on Disney Plus. You think you guys are gonna start going after those characters?
Yeah, that's something we are talking with Disney about right now. But the problem we've got is we're a Chinese company, and our main license is China, and there's no Disney Plus in China yet. So. So I think if there was a Disney Plus, we'd be able to do it. We would have done it already. But we've got licenses in Southeast Asia, and they've said they'd like us to look at that. So It just all comes down to what they say we can do.
Right.
We want to do as much as possible for the collectors.
But this is what I kind of think with Queen Studio. I understand that people are crazy about the Marvel, but not everybody like myself collects these movie busts. I'm more comic book, but I think since they're doing like Alien, you know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of the classic movies, or some of the classic horror movies, they should kind of concentrate too. Like you had The Thing, what you would call like a alien egg, you know, different things other than. I understand you guys are killing it with the Marvel movie bus, but do you think Queen Studio is gonna go toward the horror direction also?
Yeah, we will do eventually, I think. Warner Brothers has got a few of those titles that we can start to lean towards, but as we said, we're coming to the US. We're going to discuss with those guys, and I think what we're holding back on is just to get the licensing. Once we get the licensing, we can start to sell to North American, European collectors mostly, and then Southeast Asia, because the horror genre in China itself isn't that big. So we need to.
Huge, right? It's big or not that big?
Nah, it's not.
It's not that big.
Really?
It's big. It's bigger out overseas. In Southeast Asia, it's big, and also in like Japan, that's huge there.
Oh, Japan,
like Thailand.
These are pretty good busts right here. And this is from somebody that pretty much has, what I've seen, almost all of your Queen Studios busts from Flankster, Predator busts, Alien busts. I know you're doing the Alien, but we're doing the Predator in silicone. More Terminator busts.
We'll be announcing one of these at the event, but I can't say which one.
And you're gonna see it live on the channel. We're gonna be doing it live. So
listen, that Alien bust. Listen, I'm not a big movie statue guy either, but that Alien bust that you guys announced not too long ago, it was beautiful.
Incredible.
Man. That thing is incredible. I fell in love with that thing. I was like, wow, that thing is super nice.
And I'm gonna be 100% honest. That's what made my decision to go into life size. You know, as everybody know, last week I made my announcement that I'm gonna be going into life size statues now. So pretty much shaking up the game and changing a lot of the stuff out of my collection and going into life size. But one of the reasons is because of that Alien buzz. That Alien buzz just blew me away, man. It's just crazy what you guys are doing, man. And I know in the future, and what I got hitting behind doors. That's why I can't wait to go to Vegas to see behind that door. I know that you guys, the level is just getting better and better. Everything's getting better and better. Hey, Fatal, I'm gonna wake you up right now.
Now my wife texts me. I look down. I'm up. Hey, when you're thinking about Alien, that made me think about somebody though. Would you do Ripley?
Listen, my man's been on a 10-hour shift. It's on his second episode. Come on, man. He's tired.
Would you do Ripley since you did Alien? Would you do Ripley?
Yeah, Ripley comes up a lot. I think we would. So the thing is still licensing. So I think it's Disney still. We could possibly do it US. So when we come over to the US in October, in a few weeks' time, we're going to speak to the people and say, can we make a Ripley? Can we make these Alien busts? Can we look at other licenses you've got and make them more global? I think once we get them, we can start to make more. I think that's the key.
Is the Alien bust that you guys just announced, is that going to be worldwide? Is that going to just be based overseas?
That's just mainland China at the moment. But hopefully when we come out to US, we can start speaking, negotiating, and see what we can do there.
That thing was phenomenal, man.
Yeah, that's a good bust. How about a Hawkeye bust?
Hawkeye is possible, but I'm not sure how popular the character is.
Yeah, he ain't popular. Not like that. He ain't popular like that.
Yeah, so but he's been in the movies. He's got his own show. And you know, you guys did Avengers. That's probably why some people are asking for it.
You might as well do Falcon.
Finish your collection, maybe.
You might as well do Falcon too after that. You know what I'm saying?
Might as well.
I think.
No, so you might as well do Falcon if you're gonna do Hawkeye, and then do Winter Soldier after that.
Yeah, I think with those characters we've talked about them, but right now I think the key issue is price, like you guys have said before.
Yeah, and I think the key of sale is going to be those specific characters. You know, you got to have the specific character. I understand people want a line and stuff like that, but you got to understand that at the same time, us being collectors and we're, you know, real conscious of our money and our spending, we got to also respect the producer of these statues, of the product of what they spend and what they doing to produce these statues. I just think it's just specific characters. It's just like you know what Rashid is talking about with Blade. Blade is an iconic character, and to do a life-size bust and the quality that you guys can do it, that's an automatic grail, like an automatic grail to do something like that.
And
That's
just do it,
phenomenal, man.
and just do the ES 500. That's it, and I guarantee that shit'll sell out.
Yes.
We got a Commando bus. We got Two-Face,
Hold on,
life-size guts and castle, man.
Come on, Sick. Don't do 11,000 blade bus. Just do 500.
No, that's the great thing about you guys too, that y'all keep the ES, you know, as a collectible.
Wow.
Yeah, most of the time they're relatively low. It's only a few of the quarter scale that are quite high. The other ones are relatively low in terms of edition size.
Man, I mean, you know, it's just there, a lot of people want a lot of different things. Of course, you know, saying you want these different things, but I think that, you know, like there's some people on there, they say they prefer silicone. Like I would love silicone, but I would love, you know what I love? I love the art. So whatever looks incredible to me is what I'm gonna get. If the bust that you make of Captain America is incredible, but the bust of the Polystone of Captain America is incredible as well, at least I have a choice. You know what I mean? Do I have the 3,500 and the shipping, or do I have the 1,200 to 1,500 and the shipping?
Yo, whatever happened to the what's that Alita? What happened to that life size Alita with the armor body? Because I know they're coming out with Alita with the clothes on.
The baby doll
that they had that was all armor around the robotic body. What happened to that?
So there's two right now. We had the doll body, which we just released as a 1-to-1 statue, and then we had the Berserker body, which is a 1-to-1 bust. I think they almost shipped all of the 1-to-1 busts now, so that one's pretty much done. I think from Alita right now, we've also got the quarter scale doll body and also the doll body arm, which is just one arm. And I think
I saw a render, and I sworn it was Queens that they had the robotic body. You know where her arm is? They had her whole body instead of with the clothes on, just a regular metal body.
It could have that might have just been like a sculpt. A digital sculpt, yeah, because the doll body one's already been released.
All right,
that's a good one right there from Aiden. A Queen Studios 1/3 scale DC and Marvel line would be insane. That would be insane.
Yeah, so we've got we should be taking a 3rd scale statue to the Vegas event. I can't remember which one it is. It could be a 3rd scale 2019 Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix one, another one, completely different pose. It's very more artistic. And then from Marvel, we might have a 3rd scale Iron Man coming soon, but we're still waiting on that, on the confirmation.
All right, we got Beast 51 statues. Hi, John. I just PO'd the Queen's Mark 44 Hulkbuster. I've seen ACS's review a dozen times, and it's beautiful. But I've been seeing more reviewers pointing out issues with the paint app and on the bases.
Specifically the bases, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, sometimes things get missed. And it's something we just need to constantly work on. We take every review seriously. We take every complaint or any issue like that seriously. We're always speaking with the factory manager, production manager, and we're trying to eliminate that as much as possible. These things do happen. At the moment, I think it's below 5% of all of our products have some sort of defect, and we're aim for 0, but sometimes it happens, and we just work with the collector to try and fix it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like all statues don't come perfect. Although I would love for everything to come perfect. Like I said, I was really nervous about getting in Vision because Vision was I never collected movie statues, movie characters. I've only collected my whole collection, everything I've ever had. Moving forward was all comic book characters. That's what I look is the comic book. But I just been drawn in, and I knew this was gonna happen. I was drawn in by the bus, and that's why I started collecting the bus. And man, in 3 months, I'm already like 14 busts in, and I'm not gonna stop as long as the quality and the perfection of it is incredible. Like I said, with this one here, I was really nervous because this was a character that I really wanted in the collection, and when it came in, I was just blown away, man. I'm so happy that I did it. Even if it would have came with a couple of flaws or whatever, I most likely would have kept it anyway. I got statues here that I have that they, and I'll give you an example. I got the Bane versus Batman. His body don't even fit in the base. If you look right here, they were supposed to send me a replacement, but they only sent me the base. And guess what? Still doesn't fit in the base, the body. So
Yeah.
they still haven't sent me the body. You know, things happen and stuff like that. You know, and you know, you just got to be patient sometimes, and sometimes, you know, if it's not acceptable, whatever, then you do what you got to do with the company to try to get it worked out.
Yeah, if people contact us, we'll do our best to try and fix it. But also this year in particular, I don't know how much of an effect it has had, but I've been told it has. The heat in China has been crazy. I'm not sure in Fahrenheit, but in Celsius, it's been like 42, 43 degrees Celsius. So it's really, really hot. They had to close the factory for a week because the working conditions were unworkable because of just how hot it was. So I think that can have an impact on the paint as well. Right. So they do the best to go back and review, and it can cause a few delays. And now and again, something slips through. But as I said, we're just going to work hard to reduce it as much as possible, and then work with our partners and collectors to offer good customer service.
Awesome. Another good question from Dennis. Not all collectors collect bus. Are you going to focus on bus or the rest of the community?
Mixture. We do almost every scale at the moment. So we've got 1-to-1 bust, 1-to-1 statues, half scale statues, 1/3, 1/4. We're adding 1/9, and we've also got figures now. So there's not many in between there that we've not done or won't do. We've also made props, like the Wonder Woman shield, the Joker mask. So we want to make as many things for collectors as they want, really.
MMC saying that he got the half scale Mark 7 and is a work of art. We got a question from John Blackmouth. He's about to receive the Venom bus from Queens. He noticed that collectors were having issues with the jaw, having cracks and paint separation, but that was not the case with the earlier batches. With mines, didn't have no issue with mines at all.
Yes, every batch is different. We make them in batches to have quality control. So if something slipped through, then that could be the case. And I've received some emails about this, and we are working with the collectors for either replacements or get it repaired locally. The newer batches, we're going to start shipping more again. So it shouldn't be the case. Once we've identified the problem, we'll go back and we'll fix it as well. So that's the benefit of batch shipping. We can, if there's a problem that pops up, we'll go and fix it, and then it won't happen again.
Awesome. Once again, guys, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there, Queen Studios alongside with InArt is doing this phenomenal, great, huge event in Las Vegas, Nevada. They're gonna have some stat. They're gonna have a bunch of statues there. They're gonna have a couple of surprises. Some pieces that nobody has ever seen before, which is gonna be dope. Which you guys are gonna be able to be the first ones to see that. You guys can go over right now, or just when the show's over, and you can go to the Facebook group and join the Facebook group to get more information. Is the Queen Studios and InArt VIP event group? Just put that in the Facebook search. That'll come right up. You'll see it. And we give you all the other information. You can go to the Queen Studios website. I'll put the links below after the show, and pretty much you just gotta just lock in your RSVP. You're gonna have a whole bunch of different things there. All kind of figures from quarter scale to 1/6 scale figures to the statues to life size busts. There's pretty much gonna be a lot of things there for your viewing. You want information or anything like that. Once again, the ticket information is on the screen, but I put it in the link below so you can see it. It's going to show you how to get the event ticket. You're going to have a link there to bring you in there. The price for the tickets is only $20. It's an incredible price for this event. This is going to be Saturday, October 15th and the 16th. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2 days, John, right?
Just one day. Just
okay, one day. So it's only going to be October 15th. On the 16th, if you go, you could go have a dinner with me, the sick one, and John and Warner Brothers and Disney and Marvel, and all of us are going to be on a round table. You know what I'm saying? Darth Rashid is going to show up with his lightsaber. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. But yeah, man, this event is going to be pretty nice. It starts about 6 o'clock.
Yep, 6 till 9 p.m.
6 to 9 p.m. It is a 2-hour open bar. There's going to be snacks there, the Queen Studios merchandise, all kind of different things that's going to be going on. So I had quite a few of you guys got in contact with me, and I sent you guys the link, and a couple of my guys are going out there too as well. It's really easy and it's simple, man. It is a good time to go out there. If you guys can get out there and enjoy the day and just use it as a weekend getaway or whatever you want to call it, I think is an awesome way to get out there and spend that weekend and check it out and see what's going on. Once again, we are planning on going live from the event. So if you guys are not able to get to the event, just make sure you tune in. I'll give you guys all the information. When we're gonna go live, we're gonna make sure none of you guys miss anything, and we're gonna be able to bring that live to you, man. And that's what it is. So with that being said, like I said, we was gonna do an early night. We just wanted to do this tonight only for Queen Studios, for the event, so we could talk about the event and put the information out there, get the information out there, answer as many questions as you guys have. Okay, got a question real quick. Can you ask about getting away from batteries or supplying batteries?
The battery thing is an issue because we can't ship with batteries. That's why we don't include them, because I don't know if you saw the news, but in Australia, anything with batteries in it will getting turned away. So we don't include batteries. A lot of the shipping companies won't accept batteries. So a lot of the time we choose batteries just because it is a good way to light up the figure without having wires, or the statue without having wires everywhere. Because you've got to do your planning around your room. If you can't get the wire to the statue, then you've got to place it and move things around. So that's why we tend to go with batteries for smaller pieces. That could change in the future. We could go back to wires. It depends on the collector feedback.
That's pretty cool, man. All right, guys. So, I want to thank John for joining us tonight. I know he has a busy schedule. He took time out and to come on with us tonight so we could talk about the event, so we could talk about new things that are happening and answer you guys' questions, which is pretty dope. And I always say this, and I know a few of the guys on the panel always say this: we need more companies like your company that gets involved with the community. That's very important to us as collectors, that the actual makers and you, the head of marketing of this company, to be involved with the community and answer questions and even ask the community, what characters do you want to see? That's awesome. That's awesome. And like I said, next Thursday we're gonna get ahead and we're gonna do a poll and see what everybody out there is trying to look forward to and want to see. So with that being said, anybody else on the panel has any thing going on, anything they would like to mention before we go?
No, man. I mean, for me, I think this is real exciting. Like I said earlier, for collectors, it's not every company that does this for collectors. So shout out to John and Queen Studio. I know we appreciate it here on the panel. I'm sure everybody in the chats does as well. I hope as many as you can could, go out there to Vegas and enjoy the time out there and see what Queen Studio has to provide for you guys. So I really appreciate it, John. Thank you.
No worries.
That's awesome, man. So, guys, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I hope to see you guys in Vegas. I'm also bringing a whole load of merch to give out also as well. And I'm going to show up with a giveaway card. So I'm going to give somebody a card that shows up there, and we're going to do a statue giveaway to somebody that's in that event.
Awesome.
All right. So when you go to this
another
event,
thing, yeah, another thing you could do. Sorry to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
Like you said, hopefully most people are there for the weekend. So if you guys want to, if you can't get a ticket to the event and you're within driving distance, drive down, meet up with different people that are going. There's yourselves going. There's some other YouTubers going. So if you guys want to organize your own meetups, your own giveaways, your own stuff like that, hopefully we can use this as a time as like a central meeting place, and we can just meet different people. So the group can be about meeting with the community. The event itself is just 3 hours, but the whole weekend's available. So if people want to go and meet up, go for drinks, have a collector gathering, giveaways, signings, whatever, we can try and organize that as well. So the group is not just about the 3 hour event. It can also be about meeting with the different people, chatting about collecting, all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
more than likely, the day after the event, that Sunday, we're going to end up doing something because we're going to be out there the whole day. Sunday, I think I fly out at 12 midnight Sunday. So I'm going to make sure that extra day, we do something with everybody that's out there, try to get together with everybody. We already got plans to visit quite a few comic book stores. We scheduled to show up to do some meet and greets in about 4 comic book stores out there in Vegas. So I'll give everybody the information in case you can't make it to the show. I'll let you know the comic book stores that we're going to be showing up to. Like I said, we're going to be giving away stuff. We're going to be giving away shirts, merch, and stuff like that. If you're in the event, I'm going to give away a special card, and that card is going to be a giveaway for a statue. So that's pretty dope right there too. And once again, with that being said, John, much love to you, man. Much respect. And thank you for coming on today and just being informative with everybody and being informative with the community. So for everybody out there, I love you guys, love the community. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how it goes. Let's go.